What's up, MFs and future season 3 shoppers? This is episode 198. Today, our guest is our brother, our fellow pirate, my dad, Christopher Vargas, the owner of season 3. And I don't know if you've heard, I don't know where the hell you've been, but season 3 is coming to Lubbock, Texas. He is finally opening up shop August 5th at 11 a.m. Doors will open. And that is going to be at 1519 34th Street. That's the corner of 34th and Avenue P. That's Suite A. And like we mentioned in the podcast, the first 10 people to arrive will get a free Season 3 shirt. So I don't know what else I can tell you. I don't know what else I can do to promote and to get this out there, but it's there. That's why we did this podcast. And if you know me, you know how I operate. I really take this stuff seriously. So if you are a supporter of the Snake Pit, you're my friend. You consider yourself my friend, and you're not there, and I find out that, obviously life happens and there's reasons, but if you're just chilling and on Friday in Lubbock and you're not at season 3 at any point, I can no longer fuck with you. I can no longer call you my friend. So I would, you know how I am. But seriously, go out season 3 and check them out. If you can't Friday, he'll be open Saturday, Sunday, Monday, every day of the week, 11 to 7. We talk about it all on the podcast. Hell, you don't even have to go buy anything. Obviously, that's super encouraged, but I just say go out and say hi and support. Put it on your story. Tag this, promote this, share this. If that's it. So, guys, I'm super proud of him. I'm super proud that Lubbock is getting a store like this that's close to me. Shout out to everybody else that's doing their thing out here. So this is really great, and I think it's a first step in a very, very, very good direction for the city and for the people. Thank you guys, and please subscribe if you haven't already. That's a free way to support this podcast. And subscribe or follow season 3 on Instagram. So thank you guys, and I really hope you enjoy, and God bless. Here we are in a different spot, a different location, but episode 198 with Chris Vargas.
Yo, what up, everybody?
Season 3.
In the building.
Another pirate.
Man, we are one pirate down. Feels weird, but
this is in pirate radio.
This is the Snake Pit, baby.
Oh, yeah, we don't even have Jen with us today. So.
Dang, this is the Snake Pit.
Yes, sir.
Where's she at? What's she doing?
Working.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Sundays are a tough day because either you're working or you're like not working at all.
Oh, man.
But there's no in between.
I don't believe in working on Sundays.
Yeah, it's a weird thing, man. I don't know if we want the shop to be open on Sundays or not. Like, there's a part of me that does, but then at the same time, I'm like, nah, Sundays are like it should just be a family day, like straight up all the way around. Yeah. You
work 6 days a week and then have Sunday off.
Yeah. So that may be a thing. I think, because originally we were going to be Sunday, Mondays closed. But I think, I don't know, we're still figuring it out. So we're going to see what the demand is, really is what it's going to go off of. So
what are you going to, so it's going to be open every day from
I think every day but Monday. I think for sure we decided Monday we would be closed. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and just tentatively say that we'll be open 11 to 7 Tuesday through Sunday. So we'll see. It'll probably change to Tuesday through Saturday, to be honest with you, just because I know that Sundays are pretty busy days for me as well. So that'll probably be the deal.
11 to 7 Tuesday through Saturday, Sunday for now?
Yeah.
Damn. So that's what we're here. That's what we're here to talk about.
Yeah, man.
Giving you an episode to just let go, man. What's
man,
going
appreciate
on? How's
it.
it been?
Dude, okay. All right. So we're shooting in the back room right now of season 3. But I've been getting the store ready. Definitely been doing some changes around here and just trying to make it like as legit as possible. Really, I just want to create a safe place for community. But also, just to kind of showcase some dope artwork and stuff like that. I think we'll have a couple of different artists doing a couple of different things in here as well, like with their canvases and stuff like that. A good friend of mine, her name is Nina, and she's going to come through and she's painting something right now. I think it's going to be sick. So I'm excited for that. But, obviously season 3, we're going to be a more of like a streetwear boutique as opposed to a sneaker boutique. But we'll have a little bit of everything in here, to be honest with you. We'll have clothes, we'll have shoes, we'll have some collectibles. Like I really just want a dope spot. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's making sense, but like visually, everything is just going to feel to the nines. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, I'm excited to see how it turns out.
You've kind of been here around a little bit of the process. Like, what have you been thinking so far?
Yeah, well, I've been in this before it was even yours, and now what it is now, I'm like, dang, it's a big difference.
It's definitely.
And I'm excited to see the inventory when it's all come together.
Yeah, man. So, I'll be doing that after we're done with this, but yeah, man, I'm excited. Season 3 we started in 2018, and even before that, it had been a thought in my mind since like 2008, to be honest. But it was never a thing that I never like ever wanted to come back to, because when I originally started doing anything artist wise, I was a rapper when I was like 17, 18. And so I was rapping, I was doing shows, and I was doing different things, I started really fostering community that way and garnering some attention that way. But then, I got married, had a kid. And after that, I just kind of put all of that pursuit to the side just because I was like focused in on doing that. And it didn't come back to me hardcore until about 2018, when I was like, I want to do something. Like I have all of this creative passion, and I really want to pour it into something. And it took me back to when I originally had the idea for season 3. And season 3 is based off of a TV show called How to Make It in America. And they had 2 seasons. And it's about 2 dudes on the come up, just trying to make something out of themselves in New York. And we start to see them grind and start to see them, garner a little success. But we never actually get to see them make it, right? Because the show got canceled. And so that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be that season 3 of How to Make It in America. Those 2 dudes that were grinding and just put on for their city and like really just made something of themselves. Because it's hard as an artist to do anything. It's hard to have people support you consistently. It's hard to have people even buy anything from you. You know what I mean? Like, how hard is it to sell one piece of merchandise?
Yeah.
It's insanely hard.
It is. And
even harder to gain any kind of following. So I'm really blessed in the fact that we've been able to do that, so much so that we're opening up a store here. And I'm excited, man, because I think this is something that Lubbock is needed. And
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, man.
No disrespect to nobody, but yeah.
Yeah, no disrespect to anybody else. But, we want to be able to, host a couple different events here. I'd love to shoot even some tiny desk concerts in here. I think that would be sick, just to give people a platform to spread the arts. Because that's one thing that I feel like Lubbock is lacking. Like, they do really good in First Friday Art Show, hardcore, for sure. Every Friday. That takes a lot of time. But on a consistent level, on a consistent basis, it's not really there, for me at least. I don't know. Maybe there is a hole in the wall somewhere that I'm missing out on.
Yeah, I mean, I think some people who listen know about Studio 4 and what Young Crybaby's doing, and she's doing great. Don't get me wrong, but she does have that. It is CASP.
Right.
You have that over your head.
Right. Yeah.
And you're more just whatever I want to do, I want to do.
Right.
That's what I like about it. It's like you don't have nobody to answer to.
Right. Which is kind of nice.
Obviously, there's some rules, but.
Right. Yeah. We have a few rules in here, but for the most part, it's just whatever I'm feeling in the moment. So I'm excited about that, man.
Hell yeah, dude. That's fucking, it's going to be cool. August 5th. So hopefully this will be out August 4th. I have to get this one out. So people can listen and come check it out.
Heck yeah. And actually, for the first 10 people that show up Friday at 11 a.m., every one of them will get a free shirt. So first 10 people. I know it's not a lot of spots. You bear with us. We're still growing. But yeah. And everything that we have at the store will be all new merch. So
on that day?
All new merch on that day. Yeah. So that was things I was working on. I've been working on a lot, man. It's been an insanely busy month. It was my birthday. It was my son's birthday. I quit my job. I quit my job after 10 years because I finally was like, I got to go all in, man. Because this was, like I said, this has been a dream of mine for a while, to be my own boss, to really do my own thing. And, I've been on and off doing all kinds of stuff, not just season 3, but even, shooting commercials locally and stuff like that. But this is one thing that I know for sure has always taken care of me. And so I want to be able to give that back to the city. Just give people a cool place to come to, man. Cool place to come chill if you want to chill. Cool place to cop some gear, rep for the city.
I'll be here. On the days I'm not working, I'll be here.
And it'll be
hanging
dope.
Out. So, I want to come hang out with us.
It'll be dope, man.
Yeah.
I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. We're shooting the pirate radio back here.
Yeah, so not to get confused, the next pirate radio that comes out, which will be tomorrow, that one, episode 19, will be in here. So, not at the Snake Pit anymore. We'll be at season 3.
For the pirate radios.
For pirate radio for
Yes.
now, yeah. So not to confuse people.
But yeah,
If you
man.
listen, then you'll be all right.
But yeah, so I've just been working on just trying to fix this spot up, and I'm excited for people to see it, like when it's finally complete. And that day's coming. I mean, it's gonna happen on Friday. We're Sunday right now, so I'm excited. I'm nervous. I'm.
So you're opening up at 11?
Yeah, 11
On Friday.
11 on Friday.
Thank God I got the day off. I'll be here hanging out and chilling.
Yeah, man, it'll be cool. And I hope that, more and more artists come through and just, even if they just come by and say what's up, you know what I mean? Like that's always a great thing. Because again, my goal for this place is to be a platform for other artists to come through and showcase some of their work. You know what I mean? I don't mind throwing up somebody's canvas on the wall if it's dope. I mean, that's what it's for. You know what I mean? That's why we're shooting this back here, is because it's art to me. And I think that it should be displayed in a manner that's worthy of it.
I always think that's funny when people, people hear that and they're like, "Oh, what did you gotta have good shit, people." That's what
Right.
I mean. That's all.
Yeah. I mean,
you gotta have good shit, man.
because I mean, all of it's going to be a cosign from somebody. You know what I mean?
Well, sometimes you suck at what you do. You can get better.
Right. Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing. You can't sign off on mediocrity. Like you
Yeah.
can't. Like if it's just.
That's what I'm saying. I hope you don't do that. I don't think you will.
No.
As far as I can see, I don't think you will.
Yeah. No. I mean, the goal is to set I guess you could say, generate the taste, right? Like there are certain things that I love and there are certain things that I don't love, like straight up. Like I try to like everything, as far as like if somebody's posting it out there, hey, I can appreciate that. I'll drop a like on it. But if I share it out, that means I genuinely thought that it was dope and it was worthy of sharing.
You are the king of interaction on social media. I'll say that.
I try to be.
You
man.
really are.
I try to be, because I know, like I was telling you, like it's really hard as an artist to do anything if you don't have support. Which is why if you guys can come by and say what's up to this here at the shop, that would be awesome.
At least just come by.
Come by, cop a shirt.
I'll have some beer, get buzzed, then buy a shirt because
There
you'll
you
be
go.
more loose. Well, yeah.
But that's what I mean though, is like I really do, like if I see somebody doing something and they're doing it pretty consistently and it's dope, I'll share it out there, man, because as an artist, that's priceless, man. Those are things that and it's free. That's the crazy thing. It's priceless, but it's free.
Oh yeah, exactly.
But to the artist, it means the world, man, because like when you share somebody else's work out there, it's getting in front of more eyes, and those eyes want to buy things. People want to buy things, and people are always going to buy things. And I think art, especially art, is one of the things that you need, and just in your life in general. It's what colors your world.
Hell yeah. We need it. You're saying. So what are like, obviously we could sit here and talk and shoot the shit, but what are ways you're going to get people to come in here?
So
do you think?
Man, that's a very good question.
Because I feel like those people who love you and support you are going to be here day one.
Right, yeah, regardless.
You're going to get those
whatever.
people. So,
Yeah.
And the weekend's going to be hot probably for you.
Yeah,
But what are you going to do
during
the following week?
Yeah.
A month from now.
Yeah. So I thought about this. Honestly, and this may sound crazy. This is just a idea for now. So this isn't in cement. But I thought maybe like doing something every like second Thursday of the month. I thought would be really dope. Just as like a, even if it's just a small concert. I know that sounds crazy because the space is, I mean, it's a good size, but it, obviously it's not a concert hall or anything like that. But just for like some more intimate concerts, I think that would be dope.
What kind of music?
Any kind of music, bro. No, just as long as we ain't blowing the windows out, unfortunately, because.
Well, I know they do like DJs on.
Yeah.
The other building does parties. I mean, I think we're all right.
So I think we should be all right, but something like that, you know what I mean, where people can come in and just hang out for a moment. We'll move all the inventory to the back room and just chill, something like that. I'd love to do something like that. I think that would be dope. Hopefully Bradley will have finished his movie by then, and we can show something like that. I'd love to be able to, you know what I mean. That's what I mean by saying like I love to foster community. I'd love to be able to highlight some people. Because the store is going to be open till 7, yeah. But from what happens from 7 to 9, you know what I mean? Something I think I just want to give people that platform to be able to come out and do something. You know what I mean? Because I know
that's cool.
One of my friends, he has a band called Primitive Amongst Men, and it's kind of like Krogman. They're just kind of like instrumental band, and so they don't get a lot of hype, but they're super dope.
They're here.
So yeah, They're
Oh,
here
shit,
in
I
Lubbock.
never even heard of them.
So I'd love for them to come through and play a show, because I feel like it's intimate because it's a small setting, but it's just a dope show, have a couple drinks, just chill for a moment.
I was so focused on obviously you want to sell shit.
Right.
That's the goal.
Right.
And I didn't even think about all that other stuff. Just coming hanging out, like you said.
Bro. And that's what I mean is like, these are things that happen in other cities all the time, but it doesn't happen in Lubbock enough. It only happens one night, which is First Friday Art Trail, right? That is the number one spot that it goes down. And don't get me wrong, they're doing an incredible time. Like, it is good. Sometimes the art is hit or miss for me, but
Oh hell!
Because y'all been with me when we went to the art trail, and I was like, dude, okay, I gotta get out of here. This is, you know what I mean? Like, because y'all go to Mingle, I'm going to like, I want to see some cool stuff. That's just who I am as a person. So, but yeah, man. So I'd love to be able to do things like that, and I think those things will come. But I'm always open to collaborate. So if you guys have any ideas, shoot them my way at season 3. It's SZNIII or at the Chris Vargas. You can find me personally and just shoot me a message. But yeah, man.
So man, it's so exciting hearing all of this.
Yeah, man.
Fucking happy.
I'm excited, bro. I am excited. I like I said, I quit my job after like 10 years. And so I'm like all in on this. So that's literally what I've been doing. But every day that I come in here and I do something, I just think to myself, dang, this is way better than anything else on the other side. For me personally, like being able to do what I'm doing right now is a beautiful moment for me. So I'm excited to share that with other people. And I think once people get in here and they just catch the vibes, I think that they'll get it. They'll understand why I risked it all for it. You know what I mean?
How hard was it for you to quit?
Man, the hardest part is just the comfort level. You know what I mean? Because like, I was making good money. Like I don't have to do anything. I didn't have to have any side hustles. Like I was straight. Dang. You know what I mean? Like I could have been just great as far as that goes. But this was something that I've been passionate about my entire life. Is like just I really wanted to be my own boss. I really wanted to do my own thing. Always. All the time. And I didn't really have a manner in which I wanted to do it. I just wanted to do it. So, I'm still going to be shooting commercials. I'm still going to be doing photography. I'm still going to be doing other things that I do, side hustles or whatever. But season 3 will be the forefront just because I think that it holds the most value to me. Just because literally when I see anybody rocking it anywhere, it's like the best feeling in the world. Especially if I don't know that person.
That's cool, man.
Like it really is a cool feeling. And that right there is just renewed every time. That feeling every time I see somebody out there, which is why, I was thinking about this earlier because we went to Yano Cabano. They had a food truck out at Aldersgate Church, I think is where it was today. They had a little food truck event.
Oh, yeah, they do those events.
Yeah.
Last Sundays or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. So we went out there and my uncle was like, hey, didn't your boy have him on the podcast the other day? I was like, yeah. He was like, I'm going to go grab one of those Cubanos. And he did. And it was delicious.
It's pretty good. They
are really good, bro. I was genuinely impressed. I've been wanting to get one since I seen them in the movie Chef. And it was delicious. It was the truth. It was on point. So, yeah, but, dude. I'm thankful that you have this podcast because believe it or not, people do watch it. You know what I mean? And I think that it doesn't get talked about as much as it should because I don't know why people aren't sharing it out. You should definitely be sharing out all your friends' stuff.
I'm saying, I hear this shit. I hear people talk about it. I'm like, well, why the fuck you not liking my shit, man?
Right.
We follow each other.
Right. Drop a like, my man.
That's
it's not hard.
Do, man.
It's really not hard. But that's one of the reasons that we were talking about earlier. That's one of the reasons that people fizzle out, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they don't get enough likes. They don't get enough support. And that's why I do try to be active with the other artists on the platform, like any platform. If it's Instagram, Facebook, wherever you're at, if you have stuff, I try to like it and I try to share it out because I know it ain't easy out here. I have other friends that own other businesses, and anytime they post about it, I repost it because in order for them to be successful, that's what it takes. And if I'm really that person's friend, then yeah, I should do that for them.
Listening, people out there, you sons of bitches. Yeah,
it's not a hard thing to do.
Yep, I've said it before, man. I feel like things are happening here.
Yeah, man.
It's getting for me, it's getting weird because I'm like, damn, things are actually like starting to kind of pop off a little bit. I'm like, man, I hope people's true intentions are true, if that makes sense. Like all the shit that they were talking back in the day, I hope they meant it because I think it's coming.
Oh yeah,
it's coming right now.
And the proof is in the pudding, if you will, right? Like you can see somebody like when they're talking about stuff versus them actually doing the things. You know, right now I've been having a hard time as far as just about talking about it because I've been just working on this thing. Right. For the last 2 weeks, I haven't posted any pictures or anything like that. Doesn't mean I haven't been taking them. I've been taking them for sure.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man. But I just hadn't even had a chance to like throw it out there. But hopefully I'll do that sometime later today.
Yeah. So you've been busting your ass, man. How's that been going?
Dude, it's been, like I said, it's definitely been work. Everything is probably about twice as expensive as you thought it was going to be. Right. And takes about 2 times as long to do. But I'm gonna get there. Thankfully, my business partner, he'll come into town on Tuesday and he'll help me with the final pieces. But I would say we're pretty solid. Like I had already done all the inventory, so all the inventory's done. Now it's just about getting the furniture in here and designing for that.
Do you have somebody who makes your shirts?
I make them.
You make them?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So I designed the shirt all the way through. So obviously this is a rip on, Nirvana's shirt or whatever, but I was just really vibing them for a minute. And I was like, I want to do that. That's for me. This one is for me. This design is for me.
Did you make the Gungam one?
Yeah. That was another moment where I was like, I was really vibing.
Are you selling that here? That's what I'm saying.
No, we're not doing that one. No, not this time.
You need to.
Okay. All right. I'll do that one. Just for you.
That one's fucking.
That one is a clean shirt.
That was my favorite.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that one a lot.
I got you. I can make that happen.
I have a pin up. Yeah, I just have the pin.
Yeah.
Did you ever make those shirts?
Yeah, we made the shirts. They sold out like super quick because that one was a really limited drop because it was expensive to make.
I bet.
But now that we're in a good place, we'll probably make it again. So, because there were a lot of shirts that people like completely missed out on that we had. And they were like, "Oh my god, I wish I had a chance to buy those." So we'll probably do that one more time. But I do like keeping them pretty limited. Like this shirt right here. So this one. This is not the exact shirt. This is a prototype that I wanted to make for myself. But the actual shirt that we're going to be using are the shirts that they make the Yeezus shirts out of. So like it's our most premium shirt that we have. So it's going to feel very genuinely like, dang, this is legit. Like it's not going to be some bootleg stuff that you can just pick up at a flea market. Like it'll be 100% legit. And that's the other thing that I want to bring to this area is like just because anybody, and this is not a knock on anybody, but people are like, oh yeah, I have a brand or whatever. And I'm like, okay, cool. Let me check it out. And it's always like, they made it with a Cricut. And I'm just like, hey man, if it works for you, that's totally fine.
I get that. You got to start somewhere.
Everybody has to start somewhere. But I'm in a place right now where I'm like, I really do want to bring some premium gear to the area. You know what I mean? I really do want to be a brand that you're proud to rock. You know what I mean? Because I think it's important, because like I said, anybody can slap anything on a Cricut and call it a day.
Yeah, that's where I think, including myself, a lot of people kind of got sick of the streetwear and just all that. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah,
because it gets flooded because it's just all real low quality stuff.
Yeah.
So we want to bring in some really high quality kind of stuff, and I think that I know that it'll be there. So I'm excited for that. Those shirts will come in tomorrow. So those are the last shirts that I have to make. This specific shirt is the last one I had to make. And it's because they were out of stock for a minute. So
you already have everything made though?
Yeah. Outside of this shirt, I have everything else made. So we'll have, actually, I take that back. We also have some shorts that will be dropping.
Shorts?
Yeah.
Dang.
So we're going to have some shorts, some jackets, some crew necks, obviously t-shirts. And then we'll have those, these shirts right here that'll come in. And it'll be dope.
And this is in-store exclusive only?
Yes, this will be in-store exclusive only. This will not be online. I do apologize to my friends out in Dallas. They will not have access to this unless they come by.
Get your ass over here, people. What the hell?
I hate that for them, but at the same time, I'm like...
Hey, man, we just got back from Dallas. It was an easy drive. We did it in one day. So fuck y'all. Went up there Friday, came back Saturday.
Dude, y'all are some troopers for that. That's a hard drive, bro. Like as far as like being able to, go to sleep or whatever, wake up. What all did y'all do?
We chilled at the Airbnb when we got there, got drunk, and then we went to the show, and then we just came home and ordered food and
Dude, I know.
chilling.
That's one thing I will say. Like, I haven't even celebrated my birthday, to be honest, just because I've been just working, just like a madman.
You said that was the first time in a while that you've never.
Yeah, I like the last couple of years. I've always, dude, I'll take a whole week off.
I remember hearing you say that.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell's wrong with you?
I'll take a whole week off to celebrate my birthday because it's also my son's birthday. So, like, I have a party for him, and then I'll have a party for me. And this was the first time that I didn't. Like, I still had a party for him, but like as soon as that was done, I was back over here. So it's the first time that I've done that, but I'm actually okay with it because like I'm seeing the fruits of my labor. You know what I mean? Like my money's not going towards anybody else other than just to me. And the work that I'm doing right now isn't going anywhere else other than just to me. And that's a beautiful feeling, like genuinely. Like it's a really cool feeling to know that like it all is on me and I'm playing it really close to the chest. But I feel good in that because I know who I am as a person. I know my skills and I know what I bring to the table. And I know that it's going to pay off. I mean, I feel like it already. Like the shop looks super premium already especially compared to where it started.
Telling you.
You know, I mean, it wasn't in the worst shape ever, but you know,
yeah,
it just, you know, it needed some love, and I've given it that, and I think it's going to show. And I'm not even done yet. You know what I mean? Like I haven't even put stuff in here yet. I have all this stuff. I've been accumulating this stuff for a couple months already, but now I'm just like, I'm about to bring it all in, about to dress this mug up, and it's about to be super nice.
Is the couch? You finished the couch?
Oh yeah. So that was the other thing. So like, yeah. So everything like as far as in the store will be for sale, except for our workers, our employees. Obviously, we're not for sale. But the couch will be for sale. The coffee table will be for sale.
Oh no, for real?
Yeah.
Damn.
All of that stuff's gonna be.
What
if
day one that thing goes?
Man, I hope it does. That's my goal. My goal is for it to be gone by the end of the day. That'd be awesome. But all this stuff was stuff that I built myself. So it's not like I can't build it again. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's kind of the goal. I know that sounds crazy to have like a streetwear boutique that also sells furniture. But it's a thing that I want to do. I think that as an artist, because again, it all comes back down to that. It's like, I just enjoy making things. Like, I don't even care what it is. I genuinely like making things. I've made all kinds of stuff. And so to be able to sell it and, you know, be able to make it again, that's fun to me.
Dang, that's pretty cool.
So yeah, so that's something I think is kind of cool that people hopefully will buy into. His coffee table will be dope. I'm excited to do that. I'm actually going to work on that tonight when I get done here. Is build out that coffee table. I don't want to say too much because I want it to be a surprise.
You know what? You need a season 3 rug.
Yeah, that would be dope.
And I know a guy who can do that for you. Those are pretty cool. Some people are starting to do that, and I really enjoy it. Yeah, man. It's a cool thing. It is a really cool thing. I thought about doing it, but I'm like, how many more things can I do? I don't need to do any more. I need to like let somebody else do these things and just pay for them. So yeah. So I may get that guy's number in a minute, but yeah. Dang, dude. So that's where I've been at. So that's the journey for season 3 for me, man. Your business partner, what role does he have in any of this? Because we haven't met him. Just letting you know, guys.
Yeah. So his name is Deleon. So he's the business side of everything, right? Okay. So I'm the creative as far as being able to, you know, generate the ideas for what we should do next. He's the dollars and cents behind it, right? Like, does it make sense? What is the profit margin? Like, does that make sense for us to do? If it does, cool. If it doesn't, then we don't do it. You know what I mean? So we have a lot of things that like are in the tank right now that I'm like, once we get to that place, then we'll drop those. You know what I mean? But that's kind of his role into all of it. And, you know, he's a buyer as well. So he's out there buying a lot of different types of things that we'll have in here. But all of it, I'm really lucky that I ran into him because I couldn't do any of it without him. Like, he's genuinely been a great supporter as well, even before he was in on season 3, because originally it was just me. I was just running it by myself. But he was like, he's been a friend of mine for a good while. And he was like, dude, I really want to jump in and really like want to push this. And so he did. He invested. And so now he's in it and it's been good. So yeah, that's kind of more his role, is the business side of it. And he'll be here. Maybe we can talk to him on the pirate radio since he'll be here that day. I think that'd be sick.
That would be pretty cool.
He's an interesting character.
Swag, you're out, buddy. Sorry for you.
He's an interesting character. He has his own story as well, and his story is hilarious. even how we met. Like when I first met him, I didn't have any tattoos. I was raised Baptist, and I was always like told that like people with tattoos are like the worst people ever, right?
Really?
Like they're all jerks and they're all douchebags. And I didn't know that Derek had tattoos at the time because it was during the winter. We worked together at United, and so he was always wearing long sleeves or a jacket. I never saw that he had any tattoos. And this was during a time when I lived in Dallas, and it was just me and a friend of mine, and they were out of town with family, and I was just there by myself. And he was like, "Yo, come over for Thanksgiving dinner." And I was like, "All right, cool." So I went over, and it was kind of hot that day, and we all went to go play football outside, and he was just wearing a tank top, and he was tatted up. I was like, "Dude, you had tattoos this whole time? You're like one of the coolest persons I know." He was like, "What does that mean?" I was like,
fuck. How old were you at this time?
"Dude, I was 22."
Oh my god.
Yeah, and my whole life I just thought people with tattoos were like the worst, because every encounter that I had with people with tattoos were just like, they were all kind of jerks. I don't know what it was at the time, but they were all kind of jerks. And then he told me that he does tattoos. I was like, "Do you really?" He was like, "Yeah, I've done all of these on my legs." Like he was tattooing himself or whatever. And he does it like as a side hustle or whatever. And that's how I got into tattoos.
Tell him to bring that gun. Get some tattoos on Thursday. I've been needing one. I've been wanting one.
What are you gonna get?
I have no idea. I don't ever think about it. I just do.
I know. I don't ever think about it either. I'm like, because I feel like it's too much. I'm just like, I'll know it when I see it. When I see it, I'll be like, yeah, that's the one. That's the one
exactly.
right there.
I don't want to think about it. I overthink. Then I'll be like, fuck, I'm not going to get it. Because that shit hurts.
Dude, it definitely does. It does so bad. Where's the worst one you ever got?
Oh, right here.
The one across your stomach?
Fucking
Oh,
suck.
man. Why did it suck?
I don't know. I'm a bitch when it comes to tattoos anyways. And this is just the worst spot. I heard the knee is way worse, though.
The knee is definitely way worse, bro. The knee is like...
I got close, but not on the knee.
Yeah. It's not fun. The knee, the shin, anywhere where there's like direct bone almost underneath, sucks. It's not recommended for the faint of heart.
Dang, dude. I was thinking, like, would you ever do something like that? Like have a tattoo artist come chill for the day?
Yeah, bro. I think that would be sick.
I know some people do that.
Yeah. Those are things that can happen. I don't know as far as the zoning goes, as far as like with the city, if they have to have like certain things or whatever requirements, but
what they don't know. No,
yeah. I mean, mama don't know won't hurt her. You know what I mean?
They can't prove it until like, the day after. Be like, what are you talking about?
Oh, we're not supposed to do that? Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Jokes, people, jokes.
But yeah, no, I mean, like I said, there are a lot of different things I'd love to do, just to be able to help out. So I know that I've even talked to some people around here that were like, dude, I would love to do a collab. And I was like, hell yeah, I'm down. Let's sit down and talk about it. And then that day never comes. And I just...
That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm like, what the fuck?
Not for nothing, but I'll ask you about it one time. But if it doesn't happen after that, then I'm like, okay, that guy's not really about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know exactly what you mean.
I'm just like, no, I'm all right. Thank you, though. Like I'm not going to keep pursuing it or whatever. I'll still say what's up. I'll still say hi. I'm not a jerk like that. But yeah, I'm not going to bring up going into doing a collab again, because then it's never going to happen. So I'm just like, whatever.
Dang, that's crazy. So
Yeah,
you
man.
just got back from New York. I don't know if that's a secret or not.
Yeah.
What's some of the inspirations you pulled from there? Because that's like the mecca of all of it.
Yeah, bro, it really was. And it was an incredible trip. It really stirred some creative juices for me, honestly. And I needed it. I definitely needed it. But for me, just like the flavor of New York is definitely something that I think everybody should do at least once, because it is a different world out there, like completely different. And I enjoyed it. It felt like, and this is going to sound cheesy when I say it, but it did feel like I was walking around in a movie.
For real?
Because everything was movie quality. Like, it was just legit.
A lot of babes?
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to lie to you. Yes. I mean, that's the thing, though. I mean, they're all, pretty in shape because everybody walks around. So, like, there weren't, like, anybody that was...
Yeah, we get it.
But, yeah, the coolest thing, and this is going to sound crazy, it almost felt like a hive mind, because everybody over there could dress. Everybody. Even when they were trying not to look cool, they still look really cool.
I'll give them that, you sons of bitches. I'll give them that.
And I don't know what it is. I was trying to put it together in my mind, like, why are all these people so swaggy? I was genuinely trying to figure out. I was trying to crack the code as to why they were so swaggy. But I think that it's not so much that they care. I think it's that it's like almost effortless for them.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Yeah.
I think their baseline is way different than ours.
Yeah, it's way different. What would you say the baseline is over here as far as dress goes?
Either people don't give a fuck, or they're wearing boots and jeans and a shirt.
It's just like a generic, a generic walked out of JCPenney's look.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I got it.
And you can flare that up a little bit, make it seem kind of cool.
I know.
That's what I try to do anyways.
I know. That's about all we got around here, right?
Over there, I think it's just that urban life.
It's like next level crazy good. And what's crazy is like they're walking around in layers. Like it was a trip. The one thing that I thought was hilarious, it was like the first day that we were there. We walked probably in a week's time, probably like 40 miles, bro. Walked 40 miles. And for them, I know that's probably nothing, right? They're probably used to
probably laughing at us right now.
Yeah.
Damn, that's pretty fucking far.
Dude, it was insanely far. But every place, like for real, it was just like, I didn't, even when I was walking around New York by myself downtown, and this may be because I'm a bigger dude, like nobody, usually jacks with me or whatever. But like, I didn't feel at any point in time where I was like, dang, I'm in some crazy place. Really? But I also didn't go to like, super hoods or anything like that. I was pretty much downtown and I was probably like in the artsy areas is probably what I was at.
Where did y'all stay?
So we stayed, we stayed like right in Times Square. So it wasn't, and Times Square is a lot smaller than you think it is. Like in the movies, they make it look huge, but it's probably not that big. It's probably like the size of downtown. Like around.
I have no frame of reference. I've never even seen it. You know what I mean?
It's a trip.
Have you been there?
No.
This is Bradley's first words in the podcast. How you feeling?
I know, Bradley. Why you been quiet this whole time?
Hell, y'all been doing the talking, so
you just been chilling.
Yeah.
How you feel about New York people?
Never been there.
We need to go. We need to make a plan to go over there.
Yeah, it's fun, man. It's definitely fun. It's definitely cool. It's definitely something to check out. But get back to your question as far as like why I went. Honestly, I did go. I wanted to see what other stores were doing, like just like what works and what doesn't work. How do they take advantage of the space?
Because it's smaller, right?
Yeah, some of the spots are really small. Some of the spots are really huge. Like once you get into like, like if you go to there's this store called Laced Up in New York, huge. I'm talking about a huge place. I can imagine the rent being insanely high, but they were also highly taxing on all of their shoes, super tax. Flight Club was actually a lot smaller than I thought it would be. I thought it would be pretty big as well, but it was not. It was kind of small. They weren't taxing. They weren't taxing as far as like for the regular stuff, but for some of the premium stuff, yeah, you can tell. But the way I was looking at it was like, dang, I think Flight Club probably sells their shoes at like a decent value. And then the other guys, the other resellers come through and buy all that up and then just tax the crap out of it after that.
Fucking hate that shit.
Dude, and don't get me wrong, I get the idea of taxing. And this is one thing that, obviously we run in the store, we have to include the overhead, right? But at a certain point, it just kind of gets gross because now you're just overcharging to overcharge people. And that's
see
not
that
cool.
with the communities here. I ain't gonna say who.
Right. It's a lot, bro. Because
you can make money and not charge that goddamn much.
Right. But that's for everything, though. It feels like nowadays, with inflation and everything like that, it just feels like, dang, how much is this again? What? This used to be like $7. You know what I mean? And now it's like twice that. And you're like, what?
Thanks, guys. You voted for him. No, I'm just kidding. Shout out to my boy. He just recovered from COVID. Shout out to him. Oh, Dad. Yeah, everything's getting expensive.
Yeah. But that's one thing that I can honestly say, like, we are going to be, because I do believe in ethics and I do believe that, yes, you should be able to make a profit for sure. Every business has to, right? Every business is for profit.
Yeah, that's the end goal, right?
Right, yeah.
You got to live.
Right. But there is a place where it just gets gross and I don't ever want to cross that threshold. So we're going to have some respectable prices in here. We have some stuff that like on day one, we know we could get a lot more for. But we want people to come in and enjoy the shop. We want people to actually be able to walk away with something. So we have our price points to match that. You know what I mean? It's very important to us that people actually rock the merch. But if we price it to a level where nobody can buy it, then what's the point? You know what I mean? Because although, yes, like I said, we want to be able to make money and be a business that is profitable. At the same time, we don't want to be taxing people unnecessarily. Like, it's just not fun. Plus, overall, we want everybody to have a good time when they come in here. And if you pull up a shoe and that shoe is like $1,000, you're like, yes, this is,
Are you working on a season 3 shoe?
Man, I would love to, but no, not officially. No, I think if anything, and I have my business partner asked me the other day if we could do it. What would be the most feasible route? I think we would have to like partner up with like Fila, which sounds crazy.
Oh, you would do a legit?
Yeah, I would do. I would want to do like a legit Fila shoe collab. Yeah,
dang.
Yeah, that's where I would take it. Like,
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, because don't get me wrong, I've made some of my own custom shoes or whatever, and they always come out dope. But it's a lot of work, for real. It's a lot of work. So I don't know if anybody else is privy into that. I think Guap Denim, he does really good.
Yeah, he does.
But that's like all he does, right? That's all he does all day long. I don't have the time to do that.
Yeah, shout out to my boy. I was just curious as to what the prices were, and I saw it. I was like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get these. I'll power to you if you did, because this is some cool shoes.
It is cool. But yeah, I feel the same way sometimes. Like, even on a personal level, like once a shoe starts to get like over $500, I'm like, I just can't do it, because I don't even wear some of the shoes I have right now.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever spent 500. I spent fucking 300. That's the most.
300 is the most you ever spent on a shoe. Bradley, what's the most you ever spent on a shoe?
120.
Oh,
I feel you, man. I was feeling myself in Vegas, and I was up, so I was like, yeah, that place will get you for sure. And that's the thing, is like, I've been to some of the sneaker stores. I've been to sneaker stores literally all over the world, from Cali to Vegas to New York to Tokyo. And I really want to bring all of that flavor and put it into season 3. And my hope is that comes out and that's on view for the world when they come to season 3. I hope that all of that is out there for them to see.
And I think it will be. It's going to be fun, dude. Hell yeah.
I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. Super nervous, but I'm excited at the same time.
Fuck. What are you thinking about over there, Brad?
Just listening.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
You going to be here on Friday?
Yeah.
At least come by.
You better be.
It'd be cool. I'm
I
excited.
know you got a busy weekend too. So that's what yeah, dude. What did you eat over there in New York? What's the good food?
Dude, I ate pizza every day. I'm not gonna lie. I did.
By choice? Or because
Yeah, by choice, yeah. Dude, I'm a pizza connoisseur, bro.
Okay.
I love pizza. Like, if I can eat the pizza, I wanted to try pizza out at all the like top spots in New York, and I did. I hit like 5 good spots, but it's still, Grimaldi's is still the truth to me, bro. Like, it genuinely is. And I went to the original location, waited in line. Oh, it's worth it.
Is that the thing about New York too, though? Is it a lot of hype? You know what I'm saying?
There's definitely a lot of hype for sure.
But was it worth it? In some cases, was the Supreme store worth it? Because I feel like that's a hype store.
Dude, it really was.
Was
man. And I hate that, because like from the outside of the store, and this is why I went on the trip. I wanted to go to find out how was the store set up, how did the flow of the store went, right? I wanted to see what kind of design elements they had, like even down to like the trim of the store. I wanted to know, like, I really wanted to know, like, what, like, obviously these stores are doing something. They've been around for a while. Like, what is it that they're
in
doing?
New York, yeah.
Right. They're doing it in New York. So, I mean, I can't take that away from Supreme. Supreme has been doing their thing for a minute.
It used to be cool.
Right. Like, and that was the thing for me for season 3 is like, who reps for us? Like, Supreme is super New York. I'm not from New York.
You know what I mean? I hope that does, whatever trajectory it happens. But I've met people from New York in the 90s who were wearing that.
Right.
When you wore it to skate.
Right.
And you wore it to, wear it every fucking day. And
right.
Now it's just
hype.
The product itself, I don't know. I don't even pay attention. It might be cool.
Right.
But just the people.
Dude, because we went in there and I almost bought this pink shirt that they had. It was like a real chill tee. But I looked at it and the price, I think it was like $75 for the shirt. And it was reselling for like $100 or $120, something like that. It was enough to where you could resell it if you wanted to. But literally, I just walked in there. It wasn't a special event or anything like that. It was a shirt that they had. And I was just like, this is cool. Don't get me wrong. This is definitely cool. But it is super overhyped. super overhyped, bro.
That's what I'm saying. People don't even they just buy it for that reason.
To resell it, yeah. And I'm like, don't get me wrong. I think I love what Supreme represents as a brand, but they're not owned by the same guys anymore. They sold that mug off.
Really? I did not know that. I can tell now, actually.
Yeah.
Now you say that.
So for me, that loses a lot of luster, right? Because it's not the original guys that owned it. So it's just not.
Punks.
Right, yeah. Now it's owned by, I just went
the same guy who owns Louis Vuitton and all that?
Yeah, it's owned by a bigger brand.
Oh, yeah, because we did a podcast that's coming out today with a guy who designs handbags. And he was telling us that all the really fancy designers are all owned by one company now.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong. I mean, shout out to that company because they snatched it up.
It's a corporation.
Yeah.
So,
But that's what it is. It's corporate hype now. You know what I mean? So it lost a lot of luster to me personally. But I know that people love it. So I wanted to go check out the store. I wanted to see what it was about. And it was cool. It was pretty chill in there. But ultimately, I felt like this deserves to be in Texas.
Really?
As far as this level of quote unquote hype or freshness or whatever, what Supreme should be, right?
Yeah.
We should have that representation in Texas. And that's what I want season 3 to be. I want season 3. If we had to put it in that words, I would say I want season 3 to be the Supreme of Texas, right? Because nobody reps for us. Nobody reps for Texans. We all rep Texas.
Not like that. Yeah.
Right. Not in that manner.
Yeah.
But I would love to be the guys that do that. So that's been my aim with season 3. And I think that we've made some good headway. We have people in Lubbock rocking it. We have people in Amarillo rocking it. We have people in Texas. We have people in Dallas rocking it. We even had some people in New Mexico rocking it.
Nice.
So, I mean, it's starting to have an impact, if you will, around us. And I really love seeing that. I really love to be able to my favorite is whenever somebody posts up a selfie and I didn't ask them to, they just did it on their own and they tag us in it. Again, a really dope moment, and it's appreciated because for me, it's my artwork on display. It genuinely is. And so I have a good time with it. And that's my goal, is just to be able to be on the forefront for Texas. There's a shirt idea that I have. It's a really dope saying that I was thinking of when I was over there. I was just thinking of it the whole time. I don't want to say it here because I don't. I want to make the shirt first before I say it, but I'll tell you afterwards.
Say it. Yep.
It just feels that way. Cause don't get me wrong. I loved my time in New York. I genuinely did. I had a great time. And there's history there. Some of those buildings are 100 years old. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
And you can tell because the rooms are super tiny, super small. The walls have been painted over 50 different times, at least, and so there's a lot of respect there. But I want that heritage for us. You know what I mean? Which is why I don't, myself personally, want to continue to pour into other things that are not necessarily local. Does that make sense? I really am trying to be as local as possible with everything. That's why we went out to the food truck today, because I knew that Yana Cubana was going to be there. And I was like, I'm going to go. I'm going to get me Yana Cubana. And I did.
Did you try one of those little meat fritter thingies?
I just had the Cubana.
Oh,
so
man,
I didn't try
those things
any
are
of the
fucking
other ones.
delicious.
Are they good? They're really good?
Just fried meat, bro. It's good. She gave us some plantains. Did you try that?
Mm-hmm.
That
was the plantains good?
I didn't think I was going to like them. I liked them.
Dang, that's what's up. Yeah. I'm going to have to come on next time.
Fuck, I might have to cut this part out. Yeah, fuck. I just thought about that. I was like,
Yeah. But yeah, man.
How was that panaderia?
Yo,
the way I pronounced that? Yeah, you guys.
I was like, what did he say? The panderia.
Yeah.
The panderia is actually really good, man. For real. It's legit. It was nice. And, because...
You have diarrhea?
No.
I'm learning Spanish, people. I'm insecure about it. Sorry.
No, the panderia was real good. No, it was real good. It was delicious. The pink cake.
I saw that they had tortillas and shit.
Yeah, they do all kinds of stuff over there.
Caught me some tortillas, man.
They got like a little market over there. It's nice,
I'm about to
bro.
go check it out, actually, see what's up.
Yeah, it's pretty legit. No complaints. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited for the space that we're in. I'm excited for, honestly, I genuinely do like the area that I'm in because it feels like there's been a lot of foot traffic. And I know there will be a lot more foot traffic once we open up the doors. But yeah, man, I'm excited that it's been fun for me. Like just being able to design the space. Like even like this wall over here wasn't up before. Like I put it up, and even the way that we're gonna have everything integrated for that wall. I don't want to say too much because I'm trying to like keep it a surprise. But I'm excited. I think it'll be dope. I'm gonna put some stuff in here later today, and it's gonna set it off.
It's all coming together, huh?
Yeah, man, it really is, and it's fun.
You're about to get Wi-Fi, so we're gonna have a laptop in here. People on Pirate Radio.
It'll be nice.
Sooner than later. I might have to get a TV in here.
Definitely.
One right there on the wall.
You think you can put it right there?
If you let us, yeah. I'll fucking find a TV.
We can do whatever.
Joe Rogan it, because you know how he has a TV right there.
Is that, yeah, that makes sense.
Speaking of my boy, you were really funny, dude.
Dude, I'm excited y'all got to go there. I really wanted to go. Don't get me wrong. I really wanted to go. I knew it was going to be too close to this. Opening up.
You'd have fucked trying to go to that.
Dude, yeah. Because that's another 2 days. I'm already like a week behind, to be honest. But I'll figure it out. I always do.
Dude, hell yeah. I wonder why you're a week behind, huh? Jokes, people. I've learned from Rogan, don't take everything seriously. Jesus.
Dude, for real. But yeah, man, I'm excited for the shop. I'm excited for us. Even just shooting Pirate Radio back here.
Yeah,
It's getting really fun.
It was getting a little, for me at least, monotonous.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. It's good to get.
It's a nice change up.
Yeah.
It's a nice change up. Feels legit.
Back to basics almost at this little bitty ass table. I like it though.
Yeah.
I like everything that's happening. Like I said, Lubbock.
It's coming up, man.
It's coming, people.
I think Lubbock is like one of the last forefronts to really take off. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's what I've been just fucking saying. I don't know why people haven't been thinking about this fucking place.
Yeah.
We have everything everybody else has to offer. Just it's ugly here. It's just an ugly place.
Yeah.
That's it.
But I mean, the cool thing about that is for the people that can see it, there's opportunity. There exists a lot of opportunity here, man. And I think that if you can essentially, we're getting in on the ground floor, right? Because give it another 10 years,
that's what I'm saying.
Going to be insane. Insane.
I think so. I think 10 years is about right. It's going to be weird.
What's going to start to happen is Austin's going to fill up. From Austin, they may move to Dallas. And then from Dallas, they're going to move here.
Yeah, I've already seen that.
I mean, it's happening right now.
Mm-hmm.
They'll go back to LA.
You think they'll go back to LA before they get over here?
I've heard a lot of them are because they can't stand the heat.
Really?
That's what I've heard.
Dude, it is insanely hot.
Good.
I read a headline to an article the other day, and it's just a headline. I didn't click on it, but it said that air conditioning is not going to save us because the world is just heating up at a tremendous rate. My AC went out this year. It sucked.
Ours went out for a little bit, not all like the way yours did.
Mine died. It had to get replaced, bro. It sucked. It was the worst.
Like right now, it's 100 degrees.
Yeah, bro.
That's one thing I wish. Well, besides, it's fucking the heat is horrible. I wish we could wear leather jackets,
dude. Yeah,
all year. I love wearing leather jackets.
That's why I love the fall around here because the fall is when I be dressing.
Yep.
Like if you think I'll be fresh right now, just wait till the fall, boy. I break them out. But yeah, that is the number one thing. It's insanely hot for sure.
They call you ranch the way you're dressed. I saw that on Instagram.
Dude,
I'm a culture vulture. I'm sorry, people. I don't give a fuck.
Dude,
fuck y'all.
That's what it's there for, though.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That shit don't exist. Get the hell out of here with that shit.
Dude, that's what it's there for. I think people are just too into themselves to see past it. You know what I mean? But it's like, dude, the internet's for fun. Have fun. You know what I mean?
Oh man, if you could see the memes I have that I've never posted, boy, oh boy,
they are hilarious.
I'm about to get back on. I always send them to you. I'm like, should I? I got some funny ones in the vault, man. So whenever people stop giving a fuck,
yeah, woke culture is the worst, bro. It's too much. It's too much because like when everything's in question, like how can I enjoy myself? You know what I mean? Like because I think things are hilarious. Because they're meant to be hilarious. It's a joke.
Yeah.
I can see it for what it is. It is a genuine joke. I can laugh at this. That's okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's it.
I like that. Rogan said that was funny the way he ended it.
Yeah.
Just
What'd he
about,
say?
like, saying a word that you're not supposed to say.
What word did he say? It is a funny word. It is genuinely funny.
I get it.
word.
It's cruel. It can be. But when it's funny, it's funny.
I can't do it justice, but pretty much what he said was that how woke people, he was like, they just took that word.
Right.
He's like, oh, how so I miss it.
Right.
He was talking about that. And,
So I miss it.
and he was imitating like the
Yeah.
woke people. He's like,
Yeah.
how dare you say that word?
Yeah.
And how dare you? You're just nothing but homophobic.
Right.
And he goes, really? Am I?
Uh-huh.
Or maybe I was just wishing my best friend a happy birthday.
Because that's the thing, man. You can turn any word into a dirty word, bro. Like you really can. Dude, there were people that like it's a joke, but there were some people that were concerned that on the new Black Panther trailer, the first time they show Namor, he's coming out of the water, and they said that it was a diss to Mexicans because the first time that he's in the MCU, he's a wetback.
Hey, you think too hard of that. I didn't even think
Dude,
about that. I was like, dude, that's pretty cool. To
I
see.
know. I was just enjoying it. I was like, I did not get that from the trailer. That was not my first thought. Was that they're showing off wetbacks? But-
I won't say that word.
Wetbacks?
No, I won't say that word. No, yeah. I was like, man, to be honest, I was like, what the fuck are they doing this from like Atlantis? There's not even
Yeah.
Atlantis. It's some other name that Mexicans back then used. Tenochtitlan or some bullshit. I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Why
I don't
you
care.
pushing this bullshit?
But you know what? Like, I get that side of it. Like, why does it feel like it's being pushed? But I don't think that it's being pushed. I'm excited for the opportunity to finally have Mexicans on the screen.
That's cool though.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that at least that.
Like-
We're finally getting our time to shine.
It's kind of like when it comes back to the Latinx thing. I'm like, nah, bro, just keep it the way it was. I'm over that.
Yeah, me too.
But I'm excited for Mexicans in the Marvel universe, bro. I mean, I know that we've kind of been there, like Michael Pena in Ant-Man 3, but he's not a superhero. He's just a dude,
Yeah.
So we're
And
finally.
people say America Chavez was just superpower was just immigration.
Oh, I forgot about her too. And her
She just
gay
went
mom-
to different dimensions she didn't belong in.
and her gay moms. People wonder.
Dude,
Come on.
I get it.
Be
man.
real. Come on.
I get it. But that comes back to the idea, like, bro, just enjoy it for what it is. Like, that's all that it is. man.
Man, just give
enjoy
me
it
my
for what
white
it is.
superheroes. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
I'm excited. I'm excited about it though.
Oh my god. Where the Marvel's going though, it's gonna be like the next 10 years is about to be insane.
It's gonna be insane, bro. It's gonna be awesome,
Fucking insane.
dude. I'm excited.
I've been watching nothing but clips about everything that's coming.
What has been your favorite movie post Infinity War
Probably
or post Endgame?
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
That was a really good one.
That was a really good one for sure, bro.
I think
Good
that
God.
one was like,
I would say Spider-Man and probably Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi was legit.
it's not even like trying to be fun. Like I didn't care for that movie.
Really?
No.
Bro, I really like the homage that they did to Rumble in the Bronx. There's a lot of that in there. It's really good.
We'll see. We'll see how that one goes. Yeah.
I'm excited. And this is
I
gonna
didn't
sound
know
crazy,
much
but-
about him though.
about
Because
Shang-Chi.
I know like comic book lore about everybody else.
Yeah.
I do know like the lore behind Shang-Chi is like super like fuck.
Oh yeah, it's super racist.
Fu Manchu and
Yeah,
shit like
bro.
that.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I think that they were all birthed in a good place and just didn't know how to execute.
Yeah, people didn't give a fuck.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, people didn't give a fuck.
They're like, we need some Chinese people in here, but don't really know how to do it.
Because
so we're
he's
just
based
gonna
off
throw-
Bruce Lee, isn't he?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
based off Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
They're all of that whole movement is what he's based off of. But I just think that they're just white dudes and they're like, oh, let's make our own version of Bruce Lee, and that's who he was.
Mhm.
You know? But now, people like the director took all of that, right? What was based in what could be super racist and made a really dope, solid movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was cool. I didn't think it was. I don't know. Maybe I didn't see how it fit in with where everything's going, but
Really.
He's directing the King Dynasty.
Dude, I'm excited for the fight scenes, bro, because the fight scenes of Shang-Chi are so good.
yeah, that's what I mean. A standalone movie. It was good, but not in part of with the
You don't know how he's going to tell that story.
like.
that story.
Well, the fucking 10 Rings, whatever they got to do with probably Galactus or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, with Spider-Man, that shit shook up the whole goddamn world. I mean, the whole universe that they've created.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can go in on that. I've been watching a lot of shit. I'm excited for Kane.
You've been going down a lot of rabbit holes.
Have I? Oh, yeah.
Because you've sent me stuff, and I'm like, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Eternity Wars.
Yeah.
That's fucking coming.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Dude, all of it, bro. I'm excited for all of it.
I'm about to start reading comics.
Question. Which one has been your least favorite?
Movie?
From post, we'll say post, it was Endgame. Endgame's the last one.
Oh.
Post
Miss
Infinity
Marvel?
Saga.
There you go.
Ms. Marvel?
Miss Marvel, the TV show?
Yeah, I didn't
you didn't like it? It's all right.
I didn't care for it. I mean, yeah, it's my least favorite.
Yeah. It wasn't all that.
I still didn't like Thor.
Yeah, the new Thor, I liked it, but I think I go Ragnarok, the first Thor, then Thor Love and Thunder, then the second Thor. So
Fair enough.
That was a big.
It's a good movie, though.
That was a big disappointment.
Man, those Billy Goats are funny.
what do you think it was for you
What do you mean?
that was throwing you off as far as the Thor movie? Was it too silly?
Just that, and I just feel like Thor didn't. Like they treat it like he doesn't really learn his lesson.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't evolve. He's still the same.
Yeah.
But other than that, like Taika Waititi, like I love them with the way he did with Ragnarok, but
Right.
I just didn't like how.
I think he doubled down on the silly and it didn't pay off for him the way that I think he thought it would.
And I didn't like how they used Guardians of the Galaxy. You could tell that it wasn't written. Their dialogue wasn't written by James Gunn.
But he did. He did come in and I think he script supervised. So I don't think that he wrote it, but I think he gave his approval.
Why did they initially
Like,
fire him?
why did they fire him?
Yeah.
Because of some crazy baby jokes that he made back in the day.
He liked to joke about fucking little boys and shit.
Dude, yeah. I mean, the thing is, and here's the hard part, right? About that whole situation. Because I'm a filmmaker as well, if you can see it that way. I've made a couple of things. But you go where the support is, right? And originally, the only people that would support him were like Troma. Troma films are like those bootleg B-grade movies that they make. Like, you know how there's the Transformers where they would make like something like Carformers or something like that. So they'd make like all these bootleg knockoff movies. So that's the dudes that he was with, right? The bootleg dudes, right? So they make a lot of those type of jokes. Like that's their style of humor. It's very dark, very dry, very just kind of out there kind of humor. So that's who he was coming up with. And so those are the tweets that he was working in that time. That's where he was. And so he's making all these kind of jokes or whatever. And, you know, the jokes are the jokes, you know? Nobody thinks, oh, this tweet that I wrote 10 years ago is going to come back up. It was just a tweet, you know? But that's the joke. So they fired him. Marvel or DC snatched him up for Peacemaker. Peacemaker is excellent. Did you watch that?
I thought he did Suicide Squad.
He did Suicide Squad.
I didn't see Peacemaker, but I saw Suicide Squad.
Wasn't it like a lot of them, they were like, we're not coming back for this movie.
They didn't want to just because it was a different director.
No, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
like, we're not going to come back unless he comes back.
I didn't love Suicide Squad, the one that James Gunn did, but I did love Peacemaker. I think James Gunn does a really good job when he has the opportunity to really dive into characters. And that's what Peacemaker is. It's incredible writing.
With John Cena?
Yeah. John Cena.
Xina. That
Dude,
fucking motherfucker.
Dude, I love John Cena. He's
I used
great
to.
in the show. I mean, the thing is, I don't think that anybody should be brown nosing to anybody or any country at any time. I think that if you're an artist, you should just make the art, put it out there. And let it
That
be.
creep Vince McMahon sent him over there to be fucked by the Chinese people. And look at Vince McMahon. He's no better.
I know. That's what I
God
mean. It's
damn.
like,
Is anybody decent?
I mean, the thing
I'm
is,
decent. Like, is anybody fucking decent?
but think about it though. I mean, on a long enough timetable, you can pick apart anybody, right? Everybody has bad days.
I
at the
get
office.
that, but when it comes to sexual assault, sexual things,
Yeah,
that's easy to not do. It's easy to not touch your fucking coworker. It's easy not to like
It's
make
easy,
suggest like if they I can understand you make one joke
right?
and they're like, hey, don't do that. Then you're like,
Right.
all right,
Yeah,
I get it.
yeah.
But
It's easy for you,
or sleeping around with your employees, like
right? The thing is, because Vince McMahon is not a broke dude. He's got money. He's got access. And this is the thing that I always tell people is like, because it's real easy to judge from the outside. But if you had unlimited money and unlimited resources and you do pretty much whatever you want to in your world, you would do it.
tell that girl to quit. Quit. I'll give you money so we can fuck.
There you
Ain't that fucking hard? Damn.
Now,
man.
granted, there is, again, this comes back down to business ethics, right? Like,
Yeah.
if you are this person's boss, yeah, you should not be making
That's
moves.
us. That's my homie.
You know what I mean?
He's just. It's not illegal to be a creep, okay?
Right,
But sleeping with your employees, like you're saying, when you're
Right.
that powerful of a dude,
right,
obviously it's like fucked up.
right. Yeah, no, you definitely should not cross those lines. But, and again, it's way easy to say from this side of the table because I don't have access to all those things.
That's why.
So that's why I try my best not to judge anybody
No,
on
I
at
like
any
to talk
time.
shit.
I get that, but
I also don't care. And
Yeah, no.
I like to talk shit, but I wish all of that comes to me so I see what I would do.
I am glad that Marvel and Disney are getting away from like having to, because they for a long time they were editing their movies and like literally changing out whole plots for movies to fit the Chinese audience.
Yeah.
And I think that was dumb because the movies, you're not making the movie for art anymore. You're making it just to be politicized and to make money. And don't get me wrong. I mean, obviously I'm a business owner. There's nothing wrong with making money. But at the same time, if I'm a director and I'm told I have to do this, this, and this because the Chinese audience won't like it, that's too much.
Shout out to my boy Tom Cruise.
You know what I mean? Tom Cruise didn't care.
Sony, they didn't care either. They put I think it was
The Taiwan flag.
No, Tom Cruise did the Taiwan flag, and
Yeah.
they were asking Sony to remove the Empire State Building
What?
or something. There was a building with American flags, and it represented America, and they were like,
Yeah,
"No,
yeah.
we're not going to do it."
Yeah,
Shout out
dude,
to them.
nah. Stuff like that. That's too much, right? Like you shouldn't have to be bending over backwards to appease anybody. If
Yeah.
anybody's not with it, they could peace out, dog. That's it.
That's what I'm saying.
That's how I feel about all of it. You know what I mean? Like I'm, I get that. We're not actively trying to hurt anybody's feelings or anything like that. Like, whatever.
Never.
Ever. But at the same time, if I'm going to do a thing and I really want to do this thing, I'm not going to censor it to myself.
Yeah, I feel you because it's not hard.
Right.
It's not hard at that point.
Right.
I hate
So-
that shit.
I'm glad that we're getting away from that. But for a long time, they would do it because the Chinese box office was huge. But since COVID and all that stuff, it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah. Maybe there's a little uprising going on over there.
Dude,
People thinking about different things.
they really are. It's a crazy time.
It is, man. That's why I'm trying to have as much fun as seriously. Well, I'm trying to have as much fun as possible.
Yeah, I mean, the thing
Before
is,
shit might get weird.
I mean, stuff's going to get weird regardless, whatever. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But to be honest, at any point in time, I mean, the sun does one solar flare and we're all dead. You know what I mean?
That's true.
Like, I come back to that thought all the time. It's like, it doesn't matter. Like, enjoy the day because you never know if it's your last day or not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dude, I had not really a health scare, but a health scare with some family history. And it was like one of the symptoms of the things that I could possibly have is sudden death.
Mhm.
And I freaked myself out
Yeah.
crazy that day. And I was like,
Yeah.
I could die. My mom was like, yeah, you could die anyway.
Right.
Something else could kill you.
I know,
was like,
man.
I guess.
It is because it's crippling
Yeah.
to think about things like that sometimes, because you freeze up and you think about it all day long, but it's not going to change whatever is meant for you.
I think I went and drink harder. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna fucking die. Fuck it. I'm going out like
Go out on your own terms.
Hell yeah, man.
You know what I
Fuck
mean?
that shit.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think that there should be a level of caution, but
Yeah, that's why I know that's what the media's job is to be ooky spooky and
right.
put
But
fear in the hearts of Americans. I get that.
I stopped watching.
I
the
don't
news.
get it. I understand that it happens. But I do think there is, even on a bigger, broader spectrum of people who are like, look what Andrew Schultz just did. I know he's a big comedian,
Right.
but he owns his shit.
Right.
Like now he owns his special forever.
Right. Mhm.
People are like, even with like podcasts and shit, there's just everything now you can own.
Right.
You can own everything. You can be your own boss and make good money doing it.
Right.
That's why I'm like, yeah, there's a lot of crazy shit, and I do talk a lot of shit, but right now I think we're teetering on this line. Like, whoever controls us is trying to hold on to that control, but I don't think they can anymore
Right.
because of the internet.
Yeah. Thank God for the internet, bro.
Yeah.
For real.
think-
Like genuinely.
I think it is getting weird, but I think like it's also getting better.
Right. I mean, the good news is, at the end of the day, you can only control what you can control.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's also
And
true.
So that comes with everything. You know what I mean? The relationships, with your work, with life. I mean, whatever you want to do is whatever you're gonna do. You know what I mean? My hope is that in all of this, I do want to be, I do want to leave some kind of long-lasting impact on the city. I do want to, like I said in my post originally, I do want this to be just a light in the city. You know what I mean? Like I do want to be a place of positivity. I do want to be a place where people can come, hang out, chill, have a good time. Hopefully, cop some merch if they're here, because we got to keep the lights on. You know what I mean? So
that we do, people.
So the support would be awesome if you guys could come out August 5th.
August 5th, that'll be the day after this comes out. So 11 a.m. if you're here, get a free shirt. Which one is it? Is that a secret?
It's a secret.
All right, I don't even want to know. So I'll be excited to see that day. I'll be out here. I'm sure Bradley will be here. Jen will be here.
It'll be fun, man.
If Swagadelic is here, and if he's not here, then we're gonna beat him up. It's gonna take all of us to beat him up, but we'll beat him up. Yeah, so come check it out, people. If you support here, if you support the Snake Pit, then come support season 3.
It's appreciated.
And follow us on Pirate Radio, where we're going to do this here, on Instagram and on Twitter now. So give us a follow. Give Snake Pit a follow. Give us a subscribe on YouTube, please. Follow season 3. Well, you can plug it. Where can they follow you and everything?
Yeah, man. So follow us at season 3. It's at SZNIII. It's 3 I's. Make sure I get that in there. Or just follow me at the Vargas and it'll be there. But yeah, man, please come out.
What's the address?
Support. So this address is 34th and P. It's 1519 Unit A is the official address. But just come to 34th and P. We be pushing P out here.
Head ass. Yeah, it's pretty cool out here though. I know you guys. It's already looking cool. I'm sure you guys are gonna really like it. Bradley, you got anything else to say?
No, I'm good.
You guys
Strange
hound
streets.
Bradley, get him on the writing again so we can get a new fucking short film from
For
him.
real. We need another short, Bradley. Give
Sounds
it to
good.
us.
Hey, thanks for being here, brother.
Thanks.
Thanks for allowing us to do this here. We'll see you guys. God bless. One love.
Peace.